Hi, Happy New Year and welcome to the first Tuesday Mindfulness Zen class. I hope you've had a good start to 2021 and settled into your new activities or schedule. So I thought a really great way of continuing with these the start to 2021 is to do more breath work, and the reason is very clear and simple. It does actually benefit us a lot. We typically only use about 20-30% of our lung capacity, and that's based on research. And if we learn to practice breathing correctly or breathing well, we can use much more of our lung capacity. And it is actually very helpful, especially these days, to develop our lung capacity. And it's certainly something that you can increase, like those free divers. It's been shown that before they train to be free divers, which is they dive to competitively to depths without the aid of any oxygen tanks or whatever, and they can actually train themselves and train their lungs to increase their capacity, their ability to hold more oxygen in their lungs. So the exercises are actually very simple, and with breath work, it definitely does help us to not only do that, but it also helps us to connect our mind and our body. So in the Korean tradition, the way that Zen Master Sung San used to teach about it, he said, there is universal energy. Then there's air energy. Then there's our original body energy. So this universal energy is called Taegi, which is great energy, literally translated. And the energy in the air is called Konggi, which is emptiness energy. And then our original body's energy is called Wongi, or original energy. So he taught that when we just breathe in and out, slowly, gently, and deeply, then after a while, this universal energy, Konggi energy, and our Wongi connect, and then we get this universal energy coming in, which is another way of saying that when we breathe well, we can really get the benefits of all the oxygen coming in. And also, not only that, we also balance out the carbon dioxide in our body, which is also our lower belly to breathe. So one hand, middle of your chest at the heart level, and the other hand, put your palm on your lower belly with your thumb at the level of your navel, and just apply a gentle pressure with your hand that's on your lower belly so you can feel it. Then start to breathe in and out gently using your nose. Close your eyes if you prefer. So if you're breathing using your diaphragm, you should feel your lower belly move with your breath. You'll be able to feel it with your hand. So as you breathe in, you can feel your lower belly expanding, and as you breathe out, it will contract or fall. So when we breathe, let's try to do it gently but deeply. So we're not doing like sometimes you may go to yoga class and you go and hear everybody breathing. The way we're training ourselves is to breathe so gently but deeply that you won't even be able to hear yourself breathe. So gently and deeply breathing in, and gently and deeply breathing out. So we're not trying to think about our breath or even think about how we should breathe, but just feel your breath. Physically become aware of the sensation of breathing. And as with any kind of meditation or any simple kind of exercise, your mind will start wandering off. And it's a common thing and it's completely normal. So when you notice that, just gently come back to feeling for your breath again. Just allow yourself to settle into this breathing. Just feel how gentle and how peaceful it is. You don't have to do anything or be anywhere. Just sit here and just enjoy your breath. Okay, one last cycle, and then put your hands on your knees. And just breathe normally. Just notice how you feel after you've settled into this slow breathing. So what this does when we breathe more slowly and more deeply is it actually activates our relaxation response, which means that we're better able to deal with situations of stress and anxiety. So that is very helpful for us in our daily life. So as we continue to develop our breath work, it also builds up our resilience to stress and anxiety. And it's free. You don't have to pay for any value or any drugs with side effects. You know, this has no side effects and it's completely free. And all you have to do is invest 5 or 10 minutes a day into practicing it. So I hope we'll do that and not take our breathing for granted. But, you know, we are given a set of lungs, and it's up to us how we use it. We can use it ineffectively, or we can use it to its fullest potential and benefit ourselves too. And I think, from my point of view, I certainly prefer to use what I have to the best potential that it can give me. So the next one I'd like to do is it will involve moving so that you can use it. It gives you many alternatives so you don't get too bored. You know, you can switch around, but the breathing itself is the same. Using our nose, not our mouth. So please close your mouth when you do the breathing exercises. And we will breathe with our diaphragm. Or we can use it to its fullest potential. So breathe using our diaphragm, and gently and deeply. So excuse me for a minute, I seem to have lost connection. Okay, so just palms together at the level of your chest. Can you see? At the level of your heart. And breathing in. Then as you bring your arms and your hands out, facing out, you breathe out. Then as you pull them in, breathe in. Okay, so hands out, breathing out, and bringing it back in, breathing in. So again, you can close your eyes, try to relax your shoulders, let go of that tension that you have in there from working or from doing whatever you need to do during the day. Just allow yourself to relax, settle into just a relaxed sitting posture. First, take a breath in, both nostrils, then breathe out. Extend your arms out and breathe in and out. And just allow yourself to relax. There's no need to try too hard. Soften your face, your eyes. Just feel the breath. Feel the sensation of breathing. So allow your breath to be gentle, smooth and gentle. And if you notice any areas where you're holding some tension, just consciously try to relax it. Very common is our shoulders or our neck. After a while of doing this, you might find yourself tensing up your neck or your back, upper back. Then, when you notice that, just let it go again. Relax it. I don't know if you notice, after a while, it just becomes like one smooth motion. It's like a cycle. Okay, just one last time. Then return your hands to your knees. And just rest here for a few moments, noticing how you feel. I hope you do feel a greater sense of relaxation, a reduced sense of anxiety or stress. Perhaps a greater sense of just general well-being. So actually, when we were doing this exercise, or if you're following roughly the rhythm that I was doing, we were breathing perhaps 7 or 8 times a minute, maybe even less, maybe 6 or 7. And that is actually much slower than we normally breathe during our daily life, which is typically around 12 to 18 times a minute. And that actually is considered nowadays too fast, because when we breathe in, at that rate, we don't actually give ourselves enough time to even absorb the oxygen, and also expelling it, a lot of it, back out. So, you'll notice it, and especially when you get stressed and anxious, you'll tend to breathe faster too. So a very, very effective remedy for this is to slow down your breathing using different breathing techniques like box breathing, or any other technique that will help you to kind of have a very regular, slow breath, and that will start to trigger your relaxation response and help you to calm down. So another one that's very good for helping us calm down is this 3,000-year-old yoga breathing technique called pranayama. And it's actually very simple. It may seem complicated at the beginning, but the benefits have been scientifically researched, and they include improving your mental focus, reducing your stress, anxiety, and blood pressure, and it also boosts your energy levels. And University of California studied this in conjunction with cancer patients getting chemotherapy, and they found that patients who used pranayama also were able to cope with their chemotherapy better. So some of you already know if you've seen our previous videos, but what it is, pranayama is alternate nostril breathing. That means that we'll breathe in and out through one nostril, then switch to the other one, and breathe in and out through there, and then back again, and continue that way. So the easiest way I found of doing it, there are different techniques, of course, and there are also different variations on the pranayama breathing. I find that if you put your forefinger and your second finger on your ridge of your nose, and then use your thumb and your ring finger as the fingers and thumb to close your nostrils respectively. Okay? So what we'll do, and I'll start doing it, and then you can pick it up and follow along when you feel comfortable. So first, let's breathe in with both nostrils, then close the right one. Then breathe out through the left and pause. Breathe in through the right. Close. Breathe out through the left and breathe in again through the left. Close the left. Open the right, breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close right, out to the left. into the left, close, left, open right, breathe out, and in, close the right, breathe out through the left, and in through the left, close the left, out through the right, in through the right. So the nostril that you breathe in, after that you close it. And then you breathe out through the other one, open the other one. Out through the left, in, so just continue at your own pace. You may find that it's easier to breathe out of one nostril than the other. And that's normal, because what our body does is that it alternates which nostril it breathes out of. We're not always breathing through both nostrils at the same time. So it'll breathe out, say, through the left nostril, breathe in and use the left nostril for breathing. Then after some time, you'll switch to the right. So it's not a problem, or it's not a mistake if you're finding that it's easier to breathe through one nostril than the other one. That's just how our body is functioning. So the trick is really to remember that whichever nostril you breathe in, then that's the one that needs to be closed. And the other one to open for breathing out and then breathing in. Okay, let's just do one more set. Okay, so that's pranayama breathing, and I hope you'll try any of these techniques that we've gone through tonight, and try for 5 minutes each day. You don't have to do a lot, but even if you do 5 minutes, it will be beneficial, and the benefits do add up. And before I finish, I'd like to let you know that there is a New Year meditation challenge going on. It started yesterday, and it's being run by the 10% Happier People. It's led by a guy called Dan Harris, and he also has a lot of different meditation teachers, United American, who come on and talk about meditation practice and also guide you through meditation. So the challenge actually goes on for 21 days. So now it's 1 day less, it's 20 days, but the challenge is actually to meditate for 5 minutes for 15 out of the 21 days. So you still have time to sign up. It's free, and if you're interested, you can find the link to it on our Facebook page. I've posted it up a couple of times, so you can just click onto that and download the app. It's available on Apple and Android, and then you can set it up and join the community for practicing. I think there are thousands of people already signed up to do it. So all you have to do is commit to practicing 5 minutes a day for 15 out of the 21 days, which I think most of us can find the time for. So I hope you will sign up, and it will benefit you for sure. And if you develop a mindfulness or meditation practice, it's definitely going to build up your resiliency and your ability to cope with the stresses and anxieties of whatever 2021 will throw at you. So I hope you'll join us. I'm already signed up, so do join me. And thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be back on Thursday for a slightly longer meditation, and also we'll have a Dharma talk or Dharma sharing after the meditation. If you have any questions you'd like answered, please send us a message. You can leave a voicemail too if you want to, and we'll try and answer you. So thank you, stay well and healthy, and hopefully see you on Thursday night, same time, 8 p.m.